This 10 Eyewitness News update is presented by McDonald's Family Restaurants.
Good evening. Sir John Kerr, the man who sacked the Whitlam government, has died. Sir John took a place in Australian history by dismissing the Labor government in November 1975. He died in Sydney after a long illness, aged 76. Lawyers who prosecuted Nazi war criminals now want action against Saddam Hussein. They say he should be tried for crimes against humanity and environmental terrorism. Sydney's weather 27, 30 in the west. Next, our special presentation on events in the Gulf, the price of peace.
I'm Peggy Lipton. Visit me for a cup of coffee at the Double R Diner in Twin Peaks, Tuesday on the Entertainment Network.
Singapore Airlines is proud to present tonight's program for your enjoyment.
Something is happening outside. The skies over Baghdad have been illuminated. Peter Arnett, join me here. Now you may hear the bombs now. If you're still with us, you can hear the bombs now. They are hitting the center of this city. Clearly, I've never been there, but this feels like we're in the center of hell. There is a bomb every few minutes. There's lots of anti-aircraft fire going up. The bombing is intensifying now. Tonight, every bomb we've seen land seems to have hit something.
We don't know the full picture. I think it'll be months before the full story of this war is revealed.
We passed the brink at midnight on January 15th.
The liberation of Kuwait has begun.
You'll finish whatever you start, Mr. President. The sons of this generation are patriotic, as are the daughters. We will finish it.
Let there be no mistake. Peace is everyone's goal.
Peace is bought at too high a price.
Saddam Hussein don't stand a chance with what he's up against.
This thing is going to be over sooner than later, and it's going to be over with the right outcome.
The country of Kuwait is burning.
Saddam Hussein promised the mother of all battles, but for him, it became the mother of all defeats. Good evening, I'm Eric Walters, and tonight we'll examine Desert Storm. We'll investigate the forces, both human and political, that blew the invasion of a tiny Middle Eastern country into a major international conflict. Our special guest is Peter Arnett, the CNN reporter who lived behind enemy lines in Baghdad, who daily brought graphic images of the war into our homes. With Arnett, we'll discover not only the cost of conflict, but the price of peace. Because the fallout from the Gulf War continues, Iraq embroiled in civil war, the region thrown back into a political melting pot, our environment fouled by burning oil, affecting millions of lives, and here in Australia, some hard questions raised about our defence capabilities. With Peter Arnett and specialists from around the world, we'll be asking what price peace? Where do we go from here? A Pulitzer Prize winner for his Vietnam War coverage, Peter Arnett was again in the heart of the action when the air bombardment of Iraq began almost 10 weeks ago. He just arrived in Baghdad, and there he stayed, defying the danger to complete his assignment. Peter Arnett is no ordinary journalist. He's talking direct via satellite to our Melbourne news anchor, David Johnston.
Peter Arnett, thank you for joining us for this program. In one of the articles I read about you recently, you were described as a 56-year-old war horse responsible for more combat coverage than any other Western journalist. I wonder